Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video we're taking the new Super Class, Super Tandem, Super Sugo Monkey D Luffy into the Forest of Training Magnetic, and we're going to absolutely blitz it. So that's the team, those are the supports, let's dive on in. Alright, so starting off at stage 11, where the forest starts to get a little bit finicky, taking on our boy Apu. The homeboy Apu gives us one turn of paralysis and slot bind to our entire crew. Now, as you can see, we have the Super Tandem available. We have Treasure Map Sanji on this particular team. And the thing I wanted to test, I actually did this on stream today. Shout out to stream. Link in the description if you guys want to come follow me over on Twitch to join the streams. Is we do want to bring Treasure Map Sanji so we can get 6 turns. Yes, you heard that correctly. 6 turns of an attack buff. But for the Super Tandem to work, you do need either another Zoro character or another Straw Hat if you have your Monkey D Luffy at level 4 or higher. And as you can see, we obviously do because we're using Usohachi to get us that Super Tandem. Now, my Luffy is level 5. My friend Captain is also level 5. Shout out to Sim. And we managed to actually get this done very, very easily and very, very well. Thanks to that amazing mechanic that you just saw there. That is the Super Tandem effect. So, we managed to pop that off on the Fire Tank stage and we just blitzed through it thanks to one Luffy special. From here, it's basically just, it's such a cakewalk, man. This Luffy just makes long content look so easy because you can get a 2.5 times attack boost literally every single turn with a level 5 Tandem Luffy. It's just absolutely wild. To remove the defense up, we have the Kinemon Denjiro dual unit. They're very, very good. They're probably replaceable with like another character that can remove defense up, but I really wanted to bring them because not only are they very powerful, but they have the Kanjuro support. Once we move on to this stage against Heat and Wires, I found out this guy's name's Wires. Don't hold me to how long I'll remember that for, but shout out to the Discord for some fun over there. Make sure to join the Discord to come have some fun. That was a pretty funny conversation in the general chat. I enjoyed it a lot. But we are going to take out Wires first, and we are going to target him because we have Barrier Pen with Odin and Usohachi. We do want to get rid of the Special Bind, however, and I totally forgot to try and get a unit to remove Special Bind on this particular team. I do think you can use the Nami from the Kazuna, like Kazuna Rare Recruit Nami. I'm pretty sure she goes on Usopp. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure she does. If she doesn't, then look, big rip. But as you guys saw there, we do have Germa on our Treasure Map Sanji. Germa actually gives us a full board of tandem slots, which means we can actually get access to the Super Tandem mechanic, and we can actually just decimate Wires on the first turn. We are going to take an extra 2 turns to get rid of the Special Bind on Heat, but thanks to Barrier Pen, it makes it actually possible to take this out. So make sure you get your Barrier Pen high enough if you are trying this team, because you will need it for stuff like Usohachi, as well as Odin, because Odin can actually get through there. Alright, so moving on to the next stage now, we come up against Killer. Now, Killer has a damage reduction debuff, and only lets you use one special, and has a very nasty counter mechanic. This is why we wanted to bring Usohachi. Usohachi is just so good for this particular stage, because he can actually delay, as Killer's not immune to that. Plus, you can remove the damage reduction, as well as literally only letting you use one special. But, if you get a tandem slot here, you're going to do a lot of damage, and I mean a lot of damage. Remember, as long as you get a tandem slot on either your Luffy, your Usohachi, or your Sanji, you are going to be able to activate that Super Tandem mechanic, and you can do a lot of damage. However, you do still have a burn, so for myself, I just didn't activate it. I thought I'd just take the extra 2 turns and take out Killer within the time frame, so that way we can actually get rid of the burn before we get to the Big Mom stage next. If you want to, just go absolutely AWOL. Like, you have a lot of HP. The burn's only about 4k, so don't stress too much about it, but look, taking 3 turns on Killer is definitely nothing to worry about as well. Make sure you do get a tandem slot, though, when you do get to the 3rd turn of Killer, because, like, you might need it. You might not. I mean, it depends on how you go with just your goods and your greats and stuff. But with the Aura Jackson, it's quite hard to hit greats, to be honest, with the Aura Jackson. So, funny enough, I just wanted to, like, be on the safer side, and I wanted to activate the Super Tandem and then take out Killer then. As you guys saw there, I hit a perfect. I still had a unit to spare. It was all pretty hunky-dory from here. Once we move on to the Big Mom stage, this stage is normally pretty annoying for most teams because you have to do like the reload mechanic. But with this particular team, you actually don't. We have Ace and Kanjuro to remove bind. So you get around the 5 turns of bind provided you have max sockets. Obviously you have max sockets, otherwise you'll be up Ship Creek without a paddle. And then you can use your Luffy special to give you an orb buff and rotate all those nasty block orbs into tandem slots. And you guessed it, that means you get the Super Tandem slot. But then you can actually activate Treasure Map Sanji, and as you guys will see here, you get 6 turns of an attack boost. 6 turns of a 2 times attack boost? 6 turns! Like, what is that? Because we have an orb boost live, Sanji becomes an attack booster. He also gives us 4 turns of auto heal, so if you did take damage from the burn, it doesn't matter too much because you are going to heal back up. So he's actually a pretty nice unit for this particular run. Treasure Map unit, like Sanji, is not my most favorite unit in the entire game, but he definitely got a huge buff with the release of this particular Luffy, as well as Sober Mask getting an absolute massive buff. Basically, any free spirit Sanji has just become like an absolute god tier sub for the new super class Luffy. Once we move into the Hawkins stage, we are going to use the special of our Odin, and Odin's going to give us an orb buff. We carry the 4 turns of attack boost into this stage, and with the Hero Guru support, this free-to-play Treasure Map character, you can remove the 1 turn of defense up here as well. With the switch ability of Kinemon and Denjiro, you can actually give the Slasher debuff, and as you'll see here, we actually have a full board of tandem slots as well, which works out really, really nicely, because you guessed it, we can get the super tandem mechanic. We actually use the super class of Luffy here as well. The main reason we use super class here for Luffy, not for the base stat boost, not for the extra orb buff, which it's all really nice, but we mainly use it for the cooldown. Try and save a tandem slot on one of your Luffys. That is not important, like drastically important, but it does help out a lot on this particular stage against King. Against King, he has 3 turns of damage reduction, 3 turns of threshold, and he binds your ship for 4 turns. What we're going to do here is we're going to pop one of our Luffy specials, pop our Luffy super type, so that way we can give the 2 turns of cooldown to Usohachi. That just gets Usohachi special back ready to go to remove the defensive effects of King, so that way we can just blast him out in one fell swoop. We can literally just take him out on the first turn, and it works absolutely so hunky-dory, I tell you what. Like, this run is so much fun. Like, this run was actually so ridiculously fun, and it worked so ridiculously well that even without, like, getting to, like, when getting to the final stage, we were just so secure and so safe, it wasn't even funny. Moving on to the Kaido stage here, Kaido makes himself immune to Psy attacks, which is a little bit annoying because we do have 2 Psy units, and I do have the super switch of Kinemon Denjiro ready to go. Normally that super switch is great because you get 50% resistance for your slashes. However, it does give you a full board of orbs, which means we actually will lose the super tandem effect. Now that extra 50% is nowhere near as good as a 2 times attack boost. So, unfortunately for us, I just copped Kinemon Denjiro being in the Psy variation, and I didn't actually switch with them. On this particular turn, though, I do use their special. Their special gives a lot of damage output for Free Spirit teams. You get 500 base stats, you get a 2.75 times orb boost. Under Luffy, they're not too bad, but obviously Luffy being an orb booster, you probably don't want to bring them too much. But because they also have inbuilt utility with removing defense up and damage reduction, they become a very, very good sub for Luffy. Like a very, very good sub. Once we pop their special, we are going to have plenty of damage to take out our boy Kaido here. If you manage to keep a tandem orb like you guys saw there on one of your Luffys or your Sanji, Sanji's great actually having a tandem orb because then you like don't have to worry about losing out on damage because like Sanji's not going to hit hard at all. Well, he's not going to hit for anything, I should say. But also, Kinemon Denjiro, they're actually not going to hit hard either. I actually stuff up my taps here. And as you guys will see, the Super Tandem's just so damn powerful that we have so much damage to take out Kaido. No issues whatsoever. Once we move into the final stage against Kid, he gives us a full board of block orbs and he wipes away all our positive buffs. Now, this is where I actually totally stuffed up my tap timing. If you manage to keep a Wano orb on your Odin, you can actually just one-shot Kid here. Like, it's just so easy. But because Luffy's so tanky, sitting at a nice 94,000 HP, like 94,000, what is that? And then still having 45 at the end of a forest, we actually can tank a shot from Kid. Like, we tank a shot from Kid. Like, what? Kid just, he can't do anything. Like, it's ridiculous how powerful this unit is. Like, it's just wild, man. It's so wild. If you can't tell, I'm really, really enjoying this Luffy. This is the last tap Luffy that we wanted. This is the last tap Luffy that we needed. And they finally gave it to us, but they gave it to us as a super class. So it's just so much better with a whole new mechanic. And it's just so goddamn beautiful, man. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. But with the Luffy special, we get it to 3.25 times orb boost as well. Just mind-boggling. A full board of tandem orbs, so that way we can get the super tandem effect. And that's it, actually. That's all he does. He locks the orbs too. But we also get a 5.5 times captain because now our slots match, which is very, very good. Because we now have an orb boost live, we can use Sanji to be an attack booster. And once again, we get the 6 turns of attack boost that we don't actually really need. But the 6 turns of attack boost that we got earlier was really, really cool. And it definitely helped us out on the King stage as well as the Hawkins X Drake, and Page 1 stage. Two of the most annoying stages of this entire forest. And with that, Luffy just absolutely desperate. I'm pretty sure Usohachi literally kills here. Yeah, Usohachi just gets the 24 million kill. So there you guys go. That was Luffy taking on the Kid Forest. Absolute annihilation from the homeboy Luffy. If you enjoyed the run, make sure to go down there and belt the like button for me if you're new. Hit the big red subscribe button. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later!